I want to spend a few minutes talking about the man. Right? He joined politics when he was just 26 years old, partly to fight racial inequality and also because he had just been kicked off his parents' Obamacare. Now, at first, the ANC fought for racial equality peacefully, but the racist government only got more oppressive. In fact, in 1948, South Africa's government set up apartheid, which made legal racism the foundation of the entire country. Black people couldn't vote, they had to live in certain areas, and they were banned from playing sports with white people. Right? And I'm not gonna lie, that last part I completely understand. Right? I mean, if your system is based on white supremacy, you can't have black people dunking all over your shit. It just doesn't go with the narrative. You're like, white people are superior. Oh, wait, I wasn't ready. In fact, the government became so oppressive that Mandela and the ANC decided to resort to violence. They bombed power stations, post offices, and I mean, they did it when people weren't in there, but still, they blew shit up. And there were many people, not just in South Africa, but around the world, who wanted him to respond to the brutality of the government with civility, to which Mandela replied, bullshit.
There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile for us to continue talking peace and non-violence against a government which reply is only savage attack on an unarmed and defenseless people.
Now, I know for a lot of people, seeing a young radical Mandela, that's a bit of a shock. Yeah, it's like finding out one of the Care Bears mauled a hiker to death. I mean, I'd expect that out of Tenderheart, but you, Funshine? But you see, Nelson Mandela believed that violence was necessary to fight a violent government, and he paid a price for it. In 1962, when Mandela was 44 years old, the apartheid government arrested him and sentenced him to life in prison. And what he said in the docks is legendary. He said, "I've cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society. It is an ideal which I hope to live and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die." Now, Nelson Mandela's story up to that point was impressive, but it's what he did after he came out of prison that transformed him from a leader to a legend. Because when he became South Africa's first black president, he reconciled the country, and he insisted that white people be a part of it. Right? And you realize, this is a black country, and he's the first black president. He could have easily just said, "I'll give you white people a 10-minute head start. You guys put me in prison for 30 years. I don't even know what a Walkman is. I just hope I get to meet Elvis." What? 5-minute head start. So you see, this is just part of why people like Barack Obama look up to Nelson Mandela. This was a man who grew up in a country steeped in racism, spent decades in prison fighting it, and then dedicated his life to a world of racial progress. And, most impressively, when he was asked why he's not bitter, he had this to say.
You end up coming out of prison, and there is no bitterness. How is there no bitterness?
Well, I hated oppression. And when I think about the past, the type of things they did, I feel angry. You have a limited time to stay on earth. You must try and use that period for the purpose of transforming your country.
That's why he's a legend.